massive round of applause. Seb is right, this did happen pretty quickly, but I thought it was incredibly important that with the change in Canberra that we got moving very quickly. This is an incredibly exciting time when it comes to innovation in our country, and I think this is a fantastic way to start what is a very exciting discussion that we're going to have over the coming months and years to come. It is a little bit of an experiment. I think it's interesting. The Prime Minister constantly makes the point that if we are going to embrace innovation, if we are going to embrace entrepreneurship in our country, and we are expecting the private sector to innovate, we are expecting the private sector to experiment and sometimes fail, then government must be prepared to innovate itself. Government must be prepared to try new ideas. So you are all in some ways guinea pigs today, and we are going to learn a great deal out of this, and if this works, then I'm hoping that we can roll this out somewhat further. I thought before we get into the introductions and all the other stuff that's going to go on today, the starting point for the discussion should be why we are actually here. I think for everyone in this room, we kind of understand it, but when we're out talking to people across our country, it's incredibly important we understand why are we having a conversation around innovation and entrepreneurship. Why is innovation so important to the future of our country? And as the Prime Minister makes this point, we are living in a rapidly changing world. Globalisation is shrinking our globe, we are more interconnected than ever before, and technology is disrupting our traditional industries at an incredibly fast rate. But we are not going to allow fear to define our response to that changing world. Whether that is the government, whether that is our innovators, our entrepreneurs, we are not going to allow fear to define our response to that changing world. We are going to embrace the future. We are going to embrace the opportunity that presents, because if we do that, if we respond in an agile way, if we are creative, if we are prepared to think differently, then we can take hold of those opportunities and can continue to see what is an incredible, remarkable story for our country. Because we don't, as Australians, we don't like to talk ourselves up. We sort of are quite reserved in this way. But the reality is, we have seen nearly a quarter of a century of uninterrupted economic growth in this country. That is unrivaled across the globe. We have seen increasing living standards, we have seen increasing job opportunities for over 25 years. And if we are going to continue that trajectory, if we're going to ensure that the next generation of Australians inherit a country that has as much opportunity and preferably more opportunity than the current generation, then we need to change the way that we do business in this country. We need to embrace innovation and entrepreneurship in our collective psyche, in all elements of our society. We need to diversify our economy. And that is exactly what this discussion is about today. In this room we have some incredible entrepreneurs, some incredible scientists, some academics, some researchers, all elements of the innovation startup spectrum in this room. And for me, I think that is an incredibly exciting moment in our country's history. So thank you so much for being part of today, and I'm going to hand over to Seb to go through some of what we're going to do, and then I'll be back on the stage to make some introductions. So thanks so much. Cheers.